Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trek Canon. So, today I wanted to talk a little bit about the strangest topic ever, right? And basically, it's something that is very prominent in Star Trek canon, all right? Especially when it deals with the Klingons. There were songs sung about it, statues built in honor of these warriors for this particular thing, but they rarely ever talk about it. So today I wanted to give a little discussion on it. And that is the Great Tribble Hunt, all right, as Odo affectionately called it. All right. So for those of you who don't know, the Klingons' mortal enemy, it's not the Romulans, it's not the Federation, it's Tribbles. Now, you guys may wonder to yourselves, man, why is it that Klingons and Tribbles don't like each other? All right, and I'm gonna tell you the simplest thing. The thing is that Tribbles have a very keen sense of smell. So does Klingons. All right, as you guys already know. And the thing is that Klingons don't like the way Tribbles smell, and Tribbles do not like the way Klingons smell. So uh, they fight about it. They don't like each other. Now, just so you guys know, let's talk a little bit. Let me give a brief synopsis of what a Tribble is. A Tribble is a little furry creature, doesn't have any teeth, is born pregnant, reproduces asymmetrically, has a litter of about 10 every 12 hours. Okay. They move very slow. As a matter of fact, I think if you're looking at them, they don't actually move. All right. But they can climb walls, hang out from ceilings, all that types of things. They will destroy an ecosystem on a planet or a ship or anything like that. They purr. All right. They purr when they're being rubbed, and that purr can soothe the nervous system of humans, which is why humans really like them around. The first time that a Tribble was ever shown on screen was in an episode, The Trouble with Tribbles, and a guy named Cyrano Jones had secured them and brought them to the station K-12. Well, we find that Kirk and an undercover Klingon and Captain Koloff were all present. Now, this is where we get into the situation of the Great Tribble Hunt. Now, lo and behold, Cyrano Jones introduces everybody on the Enterprise to the Tribbles. Crew of the Enterprise find out that the Klingons do not like Tribbles, and the Tribbles don't like Klingons. Long story short, at the end of the episode, some Tribbles were beamed over to the Klingon battleship, Koloff's ship, and it was bad. So, Koloff decided, hey, I am going to declare the Tribbles public enemy number one for the Klingon Empire. And so the Great Tribble Hunt began. Now, a lot of people don't think that there is a such thing as Klingon scientists, which is weird because Klingons have cloaking devices, disruptors, birds of prey, battle cruisers, all these types of things, and you're going to need these types of things. You're going to need scientists and engineers to develop these types of things. So they do have these people. They also have geneticists that work for the Klingon Empire. You guys should know this based on the Enterprise episode where we find out why the Klingons lost their ridges. All right, hilarious. But anyway, long story longer, they have a campaign and they decide to genetically modify or genetically create a species of animal to directly help them kill Tribbles. And it's called a glommer. All right, it's a four-leg thing, like 4 or 5 teeth going around the circumference of the head, like these two antenna-like eye things. They were mentioned in, matter of fact, Cyrano Jones has stole the first one that the Klingons engineered, all right, and brought it to the ship in the animated series. I think it was more Tribbles, more problems, or more problems, more Tribbles, or something like that. I forget. It's been a while. So he brought one there, but apparently when Tribbles get too big, the Glommers don't eat them anymore. As a matter of fact, in what was it? Picard, in the series Picard, Captain Riker's daughter had a stuffed animal that was a glummer. All right, now, so let's get right into it again. So, like I said, they've never put this to screen, but I've always imagined what the battle would be with a bunch of Klingon warriors on the planet where the tribbles come from, which I think it's like Geminius or Geminia or something like that. It's like a really cool name, but I know Gemini is in it. And them going down to the planets, man, stopping ships, man, that they suspected to have tribbles on board and destroying them, man, and all this kind of stuff, man. People down there with their bathless, man, fur flying all everywhere, man. Klingons drinking blood wine over the bodies of tribbles. But anyway, I wanted to talk about that because I always thought that that would be a funny thing. And we do know songs were sung about Klingons fighting tribbles. Um, Tribbles have been featured in almost every. Let me go back. In almost every Star Trek series, they've even been featured in Enterprise. They've been featured in animated series, of course, the original series, Deep Space Nine. They've been featured. Hell, Deep Space Nine is the reason why tribbles are were brought back from the brink of extinction because of the episode Trials and Tribulations from Deep Space Nine. All right, so I just wanted to give a little brief brief overview of the Great Tribble Hunt, which I think is one of the funniest situations in Klingon history if it was ever put to screen. But anyway, please subscribe if you guys haven't. Ring the bell for any new content. And as always, man, peace, recycle, save the whale. Thanks for you guys watching. You guys be cool.